Hey guys, so I'm back with another update, and this is going to be another update of my mom's diagnosis with cancer. And this video is going to be probably really long. There's probably going to be like a lot that I have to talk about, but I'm just trying to make sure my camera is in the right angle. Okay, so before I get into my mom's stuff, there's a lot of stuff on my mind that I want to talk about. Like, I don't give a fuck if so-and-so gets mad at me. I don't care if who, what, where gets mad at me. I don't care. I'm really angry. I have a lot of anger built up inside of me about so many things, and I'm just like ready to like rip someone's head off, and that's honestly how I feel. So first of all, don't ever fucking tell me who I can talk about on my YouTube channel. You know who you are. You're probably watching this. Don't try and tell me what I can and can't post. I'm not your child. You're not going to sit here and tell me what I can and can't say on my YouTube channel. If you're going to talk shit about me and say like, oh, well, you can't help her with this, or you can't do this, you can't do that, well then don't fucking talk about me or my family, because then you're going to be talked about on here, because this is where I go when I'm upset about something or when I want to talk about something. And if you're mentioned for a reason, either good or bad. It doesn't really matter. There's nothing you can do. I'm not making any threats towards you. I'm just basically telling my audience how I'm feeling. No one knows who you are, so you're really lucky I don't put your name on here. You're really freaking lucky I don't. And no one knows where you live, so I don't know why you have a problem with that. If you have a problem with it, how about stop watching my videos and stop trying to ruin my life and make things harder on me. And so you know who you are, and you know that I find out every little thing. I just know. I know. So, and another thing is I'm having a lot of relationship issues as of right now. Like, I've been feeling like this for a while, but things are just like, I'm starting to see things that I don't like in my relationship, and like, he's not a bad guy or anything. It's just things I'm noticing that I don't like. I'm not going to mention those things on here because there's no need for me to, you know, point out his flaws or do any of that, because that's not right. But there's just some things that I'm not liking, and they haven't changed, and we've been together a year, and this March coming in 2020 it'll be 2 years. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if this is just a phase, but I know for a fact there's things that I do not like, and they haven't stopped. And there's things with him, there's things with his family. His family will never stop, but is this something that I want to be in the rest of my life? I don't think so. So I need to make that decision fast here before it gets really, really serious and I'm stuck. But this could be just a phase. Things could get better. So for now, I told him to stay away for a little while because I'm so angry with him and his family. All his family does is try and come in between us and they control him completely. He doesn't stand up to them or anything, and barely stands up for me when he should. And I'm just like, I'm so tired of it. Like, I don't know if you guys can relate to what I'm saying, but I'm tired of it. Like, it needs to stop because I'm going through a tough time as it is, and I can't stand his dad. I can't stand his dad. I just can't stand him. You know, he like says the most awful things about people. He's mean. He's controlling. I don't like him. I just don't like him. And I don't care if they see this. I don't care because there's nothing they can do, because this is freedom of speech. I can talk about whatever I want on here, and I'm just over it. Like, I'm so over it. Like, I'm so angry. Like, I don't even know if I want this relationship anymore. I'd rather just be alone at this point in my life. I'd rather just deal with things on my own and just not have someone's parents saying, oh, well, that's not your responsibility, or, oh, don't help her with this, don't do this, don't do that. So, you know, and I also don't know if, you know, Nick could be lying about anything that maybe his dad says. I don't know if he could be lying because no one ever fucking reaches out to me and talks to me and asks me questions or anything, or talks to me like a human. I just get talked about behind my own back pretty much. But it's whatever, because their karma's coming. And if this is how it's going to be and things don't stop, then I'm going to leave him and I'm going to move on with my life. Because I can't live like this forever. You know, I have feelings too. You don't like me because why? What have I ever done, you know? They have their stupid reasons like, oh, well, Caitlin's a gold digger, Caitlin's this, Caitlin's that, Caitlin's a bum, Caitlin doesn't work, Caitlin doesn't do this. Oh, she's not a model, she's fat, she's this, she's that. I don't give a fuck. I'm me and that's it. If you don't like me, then get the fuck out. That's all I have to say about that. And I know that there's a lot of swearing in this because I'm really angry and usually I don't swear, but I'm like really like, I've had it and I don't really know what to do anymore at this point. So yeah, I guess I had to get that off my mind because I'm really tired. I'm just so tired of his parents. They literally try and just like ruin our relationship all the time. They're like, oh, well, you should stay home. You shouldn't always be up there. When you're in a relationship, that's all you want to do is be with your significant other. Like, and he's in his 20s now. You guys can't control him. You can't keep controlling what he does with his money, how when he comes home, what he does on his free time. You don't need to know every little thing. Like, it's really weird, you know? And it's just weird that they watch my videos because I know for a fact they don't like me. And they're only watching to see what I'm doing and to see, like, what we're up to, which is really weird. And it's just, like, just creepy. I really don't like how they're like pretending that they care about my situation when they fucking don't. Like, they don't care about anything that goes on in my life, and I don't care about them either. So you know what, that's good. And if this relationship doesn't improve and things don't improve, then I'm gone. See you later. It's not really hard to move on. I've gone through many different guys, but every single guy that I've been with has never had parents like he does that are constantly up his ass all the time. It just gotta stop. I'm so over it. Like, I don't know what else to say. There's so many things that I could go into about this that would be really long, and I don't feel like talking about it. I just want to get that out. And like I said, if you don't want to be mentioned on my YouTube channel, then don't start trouble. And stop doing what you're doing and everything will be fine. I already tried reaching out to them and talking, but it just turns into a shit show and an awful fight. So I gave up on that, so whatever. I just like to pretend that they're not even alive, honestly. But sometimes it just gets to be too much and I'm just like, okay, when is this gonna end? And then what they don't realize is his son comes over here and takes out his anger on me about what goes on at home. So it's really affecting me. They have no idea. They probably have no idea about this. Because again, they're childish and they don't ever message me to see how we're doing. They don't know half the stuff Nick has done behind the scenes. Like, they think... I'm not even going to get into it because there's just things that don't need to be said on here that can stay off camera, but yeah, so there's just a lot going on with that, and so I'm done with this relationship and his parents crap. I'm moving on to my mom now. So where do I start with this? So I told you guys she was going to have a biopsy. Last Monday she had the biopsy, which was at the very end of October. It was a Monday, and she had it at, I think, 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So when I woke up that morning, I already felt really weird. Like, I had like a bad feeling that something bad was going to happen. And my gut feeling was right, like it always is. So that Monday, she came home in the afternoon after the biopsy was done. She was in excruciating pain. She had excruciating shoulder pain and like abdomen pain, which is supposed to be normal. But as the evening went on, the pain got worse and worse and worse to the point where it was unbearable and she couldn't breathe through the pain, and she was really, really white. So she was really white when she got home, but she got even worse as the evening and the night went on. So around like 6 or so, I was like, okay, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I called my aunt, and my aunt told me to call the ER. I called the ER, and the ER said, I explained everything that was going on, and they said, yeah, she needs to come back in. That's urgent. She could have internal bleeding. So after that, I was like, okay, I need to make the decision of either trying to get my mom to go in an ambulance or see if I can have someone come pick us up. because I don't drive. So the last resort was my fiance, Nick. I'm just going to refer to him as Nick because that's his name. So if you hear Nick, that's who I'm talking about. He was on his way home from work, and I was like, I called him crying, and I was like, can you bring me and my mom to the hospital? She's really sick after what happened today. And he was like, yeah. And so he came here, went to the hospital. We spent hours there. We were there till about midnight. I would say almost till 1 o'clock. They gave her scans. They gave her morphine for the pain, and they gave her a CAT scan to see if there was anything going on. Of course there was. We never get lucky with anything anymore. So what happened was, so there's always a risk of anything with any surgery. And she signed a paper before she had the biopsy done saying that they could hit a nerve or something in her liver, and that's what happened. I think that's what happened. No one really knows what happened, why this happened, but something happened, something went wrong with the biopsy, and she ended up having internal bleeding, like hours after this happened. So she had like a pocket of like blood like behind her liver. It was controlled at the time, but the doctor was like, okay, we can't do anything for you here. You need to be transferred to Boston. So they transferred her to Boston Medical, and they continued to watch her for 3 days. So it was Monday night. She was in the ER all night until very, very early in the morning. She finally got her own room. So she was there Tuesday and Wednesday. I think Wednesday afternoon she got to go home. And so what happened with the internal bleeding was it didn't end up like going all through her body. It actually stayed in that one little area. And the doctor said that it will heal on its own, but it will take a while. So that pain in her shoulder is gone. So the reason why she had the pain in her shoulder was because of the internal bleeding, the pressure of everything. And so it controlled itself and it got rid of it. It like worked itself out. The reason why that the hospital wanted her to be monitored in Boston was because if this bleeding got out of control, number one, you can die. Number two, she would have needed interventional radiology. So she would have needed a really, really long, invasive, dangerous procedure to go up your groin and pretty much stop the bleeding from wherever it's bleeding up there. And luckily she did not have to have that surgery to fix it because it fixed it on its own. So that happened, and now she's at home recovering. She came back home, like I said, last Wednesday. It is now Tuesday, November something, I don't know. But so, and then a couple days after she got home, I think it was that Friday she got home. No, she got home Wednesday. So that Friday, the oncologist for the cancer called because she had a CT scan to see if she had cancer anywhere else. They thought it was in her colon, but turns out that her cancer just started in the liver. So she has liver cancer. We don't know like what kind of cancer yet. We don't know the stages, and we don't know the chances of survival because my mom now needs to go see a liver specialist in Boston at Dana-Farber. I guess his name is Dr. Wang, and he's one of the best surgeons around. So they want to cut the tumor off if it's doable. We don't know if it is yet because we haven't met with the oncologist yet, but we'll be doing that soon as they call the appointment. And so we'll be doing that soon. Hopefully they can just cut it off, or if they can't cut it off, they want to burn it. The doctor doesn't want to do chemo or radiation because obviously that makes you really sick. They want to just get rid of it all at once. So, but the other thing is like we want to make sure that there's no other cancer anywhere else. So I think my mom's going to try and get another opinion about that, because usually liver cancer it's very rare to just start in your liver. It's like 1 in a million chance that it's supposed to start there. So it's a little weird how it just would start there, but hopefully like they're right and it just started there. But it's a huge tumor. It's like 10 centimeters. It covers most of the liver, so I don't really know what's going to happen with everything. I just take one day at a time. But honestly, like, this has been such a nightmare, and I'm literally living in hell. I don't know how to deal with this. I don't know how to cope. I take a lot of my anger out on people that shouldn't be taken out on, and I can't help it because I don't know how to control anything. So yeah, let me think. And I forgot to mention that that internal bleeding thing was supposed to be 1 in a million chance that it would happen too. The doctor was like, there's only like 1 in a million chance that this could happen to you, blah blah blah. Everything will be fine. Yeah, right, it's not fine. She ended up having that, so luckily it was a contained thing, but still had it, and it was still really scary for me. I'll tell you, Monday night was the scariest moment in my life, like the scariest day in my life. I never seen my mom that sick or that much in pain in my entire life. I would say the hardest part for me Monday night was seeing her get transferred, and me having to walk through the whole emergency room, literally pretty much weak in my knees, sobbing, and everyone's just staring at me, and like they must know, like, wow, that person probably just got really bad news or something really bad happened, but everyone just stares at you like, wow. Like, I don't even know what kind of stares. I guess you could say, like, what the heck happened to them, or like, what's going on. People just stare at you, and it's just crazy, and I just kept my head down the whole time and put my hood up and tried to get out of there as fast as I could. But I pray to God I don't ever have to go through that again, but I know that there's going to be much more harder days ahead, and I'm just so over it. I just want it to be done. I'm so tired of making these update videos, but I can't leave you guys in the dust about it, because it's not fair, because I've already started telling you, and it actually kind of helps talking about it. But so that's literally everything that we know for now. Let me think if there's anything else that's going on that I want to talk about. I think it's a little weird that the doctors aren't saying like much about the chances of survival, or even just like how big could this be, like not how big it could be, because I already know how big the tumor is, but like, you know, like what stage is it? The doctor's like, we don't want to get to that yet. So I don't know, like, do they not know? Do they just not want to tell us because it's really bad? Yeah, so I have questions about that. But I don't know. It just seems a little weird, that part, but I don't know. Like, everything in my life just, I'm not happy anymore. I do not know how to deal with this at all. Like, I've been taking out anger on people that don't deserve it, and like, I just don't know how. I don't know how to like control it. Nothing I do works. Everything that once made me happy is just, it doesn't even make me happy anymore. So hopefully once this is all done, like, I'll go back to normal. But I'll tell you right now, I'm not the same Caitlin I was a few months ago. I'm completely different. I see things differently. I feel different about life. I hate seeing people take people for granted. I'm like thinking to myself, like, you know, if this has ever happened to you, like, you're gonna know how I feel. And, you know, I don't know, it just makes me think about things very differently. And I just want this to be over. Like, I just wish, like, all I want for the holidays is my mom to be better. And there's nothing I can do. Nothing. And, oh man, I'm like so tired. Like, I'm always tired now. I never feel awake or anything anymore. I feel sick. I barely want to eat. I don't know. Like, and I just want to say thank you to everyone that has commented and liked my videos and has been here for me through this. It means a lot. To all of you that have reached out to me through email, thank you. There's been a couple of you that have, and I just want to say thank you, and that means a lot because I do feel alone. I know I'm not alone because there's so many people in the world that have this stupid disease called cancer, and I just want it to go away so bad. I just wish I could give my mom medicine and call it a day, but it doesn't work like that. It's not a cold. So, and I don't know what to get my mom for Christmas. All she wants is pajamas because she thinks she's going to be in the hospital for a long time, but I don't know what to get her for Christmas this year, and she's like, I don't want anything, I just want to feel better. But I want to get her gifts because, let's be honest, I don't know if she's going to be here next Christmas, and I want to make this a good one. So, if you guys know any gifts that I could maybe get her, maybe make something, that would be nice. You know what I wanted to do? I really wanted to try and get in contact with Ellen DeGeneres. My mom loves that show. She loves watching her all the time. I used to watch her show with her, but I really don't like TV. I kind of just hate TV in general. But my mom loves her, and I've been thinking about trying to get in contact with her somehow, because I know if my mom met Ellen DeGeneres or was on the show or anything to do with her, that would really brighten up her spirits. And yeah, so I've thought about maybe trying to do that, but I don't know how to do that. I gotta do research. It's probably really, really hard to get a hold of her because of all the many fans that she has. Yeah, so that's something that I was thinking about, but like, it's really hard to get a hold of people that are, you know, celebrities like that. But I don't know, maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. But yeah, so there's not much else to really talk about other than I'm really angry. And like I said, don't watch my video if you don't like being mentioned. You know who you are, and you know, if you guys don't like me, then don't like me, but you have to accept who your son's with. And just so you know, like, if we have a child, you're never gonna see it. Like, you're probably never gonna see it. You're probably not even gonna know when I'm pregnant, to be honest with you, because I don't want people like that around my kid. So, and if we have a kid together, that's if we do, because the way this relationship's going, I don't even want it. I'm not gonna do it with him, really. We've been fighting a lot. I've been really angry with him, so I'm just like, you know what? Leave me alone and just stay home with your family, because that's what's going to make them happy. And, oh man, I don't know. Okay, well, if I have anything to add, I'll add it in my next update video. So this is everything that I know for now. Hopefully I can update faster rather than waiting like weeks, but I've been so busy I have no time for myself. I barely even have time to take a shower anymore because I'm constantly helping my mom because she can't do much. Yeah, so thank you so much, and thank you for 800 subscribers. I can't believe I'm at 800 now. It's amazing what, you know, what you guys can do. It really means a lot. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Well, I hope you don't enjoy hearing about people being sick, but if this was a good video and you thought it, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. But yeah, so that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you hopefully soon. I really want to get back into making videos again, my regular ones. I'm going to try to. But yeah, that's literally everything, and I hope to see you again in my next video. Bye.